Happy 4th of July, everyone! Welcome back to Arty's Craft Corner. I'm Emily, and this week we are going to be making our very own patriotic puppy pinwheels that will blow in the wind when you attach them to a stick. The first thing that we should do before we start this craft is make sure that we're sitting with any adult or grown-up for supervision. We will be using a hot glue gun for a certain part of this craft, so you need to make sure that you have the proper adults present when you're doing this. Before we get started, let's go over some of the rest of the supplies. We're going to be needing some pieces of paper, white, and you can either use red or blue. I chose to decorate my white paper with paw prints and fireworks to make it extra festive. You're welcome to do the same. We also will be needing some scissors, a straight edge, as well as a pencil. I made use of last week's craft, one of the origami dogs, a previous craft that you can look for our videos on YouTube. And we will be attaching this to the front of the pinwheel so that you have a little dog at the center. All right, so our very first step, of course, if you are choosing to decorate your pieces of paper, would be to decorate it before you glue the white piece of paper to a red one. The reason we're doing this is so that when you fold over your pinwheel, there will be color on both sides. So if you're decorating your white piece of paper, decorate it, and then the next step will be to glue it to the red piece of paper that you were using on the opposite side. So I'm just going to do that quickly. You can use any glue. I'm using Elmer's glue. And then a little bit later, we will be using the hot glue gun. Give it a good press, make sure it's dry. Okay. For the next step, you're going to be taking your straight edge. Now, if you haven't already done so, the pieces of paper that I have are 8 by 8. You can use regular paper, construction paper, cardstock. Cardstock might work a little better in the wind, but since they are glued together, it is a thicker paper, so they'll be still moving. Make sure your paper is 8 by 8. So take a ruler, make sure that you cut lines and measure to make a full square. Just going to double check that mine is 8 by 8. Okay, and then you are ready for your next step. So using the ruler, you're going to make a big X across your sheet. So connecting corner to corner. Just like this. Now, what it will look like is like you have 4 different triangles all facing towards the center. So next you're going to mark off about a ½ inch away from the center. You will be cutting all the way down on each line to roughly a ½ inch before the center. So just like this. Here's the center, and here's where we finished cutting. So you're going to do that for every side. So now all of your triangles should be a little separated, but still attached towards the center. For our next step, you're going to look at a corner. So pick any corner that you want, and we're going to take a corner and bend it inward towards the center. Now you don't want it to crease, so by that I mean we don't want to press down and make this a straight line. You want to make sure that your curve has a little bend in it. Just like that, so it's not flat, you're not pressing it, and this is where we're going to use our hot glue gun. So once your hot glue gun is all heated up, you're going to dab a little glue here at the center as well as on the corner that you're folding in to hold it in place. Now you are going to be doing that for every other corner of your pinwheel. So once it's been glued, you're going to skip this corner and glue this one. Skip this corner, oops, and glue this one. to start to get that pinwheel shape. I'm going to switch over to my sample that I've already glued so you can follow along. Okay, so this is the before and this is the after we have glued every other corner, leaving a straight and then putting one into the center. After that, you can take your origami dog or any dog that you might have or want to draw, and we're going to place it in the center of our pinwheel so that there's a dog in the center. As you can see in the background, we have all of our paw prints and our fireworks in red, white, and blue, and here's the dog at the center of it all. So you will be needing a thumbtack because we want to make sure that the pinwheel will spin once it's attached. I have a white pencil here. You can use a straw. Anything really, a stick that you have in your house will be able to work as long as you can just stick it into the ground. So we don't want to glue the pencil to the back because then the pinwheel won't be able to spin. Instead, I'm going to take a thumbtack because that's what I have in my house, and I'm going to stick it right through my dog's face, give him a little extra nose so that it goes to the back of the pinwheel. You can see it sticking out right there. Next, I'm going to push it into the eraser of my pencil. And voila. So on a windy day, hopefully it's windy and nice out for your 4th of July, you'll be able to celebrate with this patriotic puppy pinwheel. I hope you have fun with this activity. Feel free to share your designs that you make at home with us in our comment section below. Have a great day. Happy 4th of July.